Hey everybody, what's up? So for today's video, I'm going to be unboxing all of these boxes right over here. All parts for my PC, it's a new desk, it's a new chair, it's all these cool new things for my whole new PC gaming setup. I've had the same computer since high school, so this video is going to be one of the greatest PC setup upgrade videos on YouTube. This is going to be one crazy video, so let's get right into it. So I'll just go one at a time opening up the boxes. So we got the first one, and I know what this is. We're starting with one of the best parts first. So first, getting right into it, the graphics card. I was able to get myself a GeForce RTX Founders Edition 3090 graphics card. This is absolutely insane. It's bigger than I expected. I'm really excited to open this bad boy up. The next part, not as exciting, but very important for a PC. So I got the Corsair RM1000X power supply, 1000 watts. So definitely need a lot of power for that graphics card. So I know my monitor does come with the DisplayPort 1.4, but just in case, I did get a HDMI 2.1 cable. So the next part is, very importantly, the CPU. So I was able to get my hands on one of the Ryzen 5900X CPUs. Next box, this should be a couple things in here. So I got myself two, not just one, Samsung 970 EVO Plus NVMe M.2 SSD. Man, that was a mouthful. So I kind of went a little overkill on the RAM, but you know, this computer is not just for gaming, it's also for video editing. And for video editing, I do need a little bit more RAM. So for the RAM, I got 64 gigabyte DDR4 3600 megahertz. So next I got this Corsair H115i liquid cooling for the CPU. So just an additional part of this setup, I got myself a new mouse pad because the mouse pad I've been using actually isn't a mouse pad. It's like a pad for like speed stacking of like the cups and everything back when I was a kid, and I just never bothered to buy a new, like an actual mouse pad, so decided to actually buy one for myself just to treat myself just a little bit. And then for the motherboard, I got myself a Crosshair 8 Hero X570 motherboard. And of course, I did need new speakers, so I didn't go all out with the speakers. I just got myself a very reasonably priced one that's still very good quality. So the speakers I'm using right now aren't actually computer speakers. They are speakers used for a Blu-ray player. Not a very efficient method of doing it, so I finally caved in and said I do need new speakers. And then to wrap up all the PC parts, I got myself a Strix Helios case. It's the white one. This one really popped out to me. This one's just like a beautiful looking case. So one of the most exciting parts of this whole setup, and I can't actually fit it on the table because this thing is so big, it is a Samsung Odyssey G9 49-inch ultra-wide monitor. One of the most exciting parts of this whole setup. So I cannot wait to open this bad boy up. But this is gonna be one of the last things that I do, unfortunately. So of course, every gamer needs a good gaming chair. The chair that I have currently, it's not even a gaming chair. It's like an office chair that's being like torn apart. It's like falling apart. Got myself a new chair because I really needed one. It's a Darwin X, was it 6689 white. So this is really cool. I cannot wait to open this too. And then last but not least, I can't actually lift it because it's humongous, but I have my new desk right here. This is like the actual desk portion. This is like the drawer portion. Now you saw all the parts I'm using to build this whole gaming setup, so let's get right into building it. So first things first, we gotta clear out this entire table and then move the table out of here because we need to make room for the new desk. So the only things that are staying here are the mouse, the keyboard, the mic, and this fancy drawing tablet I have over here. And then of course, definitely cable management needs to be better for this next setup because this current setup, the cable management is horrendous. You can see all the cables just everywhere. So I think that's the first thing we're gonna do is clean up this desk and get this whole area opened up. Yeah, it was a lot of work getting all the old stuff out, but I finally did it. You see, no more desk, no more chair, that's over here. Everything's still hanging on the wall, which I'm gonna keep. Everything's pretty much gone. The only thing staying is that router, and then I have all my extra keyboard, mouse, and all that extra PC junk is gonna go back on the table. So I guess the next step is to build the desk that's gonna go there. So I guess we're gonna do that first, and I'll see you guys in a little bit after I get that done. So So now that I finally finished putting together this desk, I think now is the perfect time to start building my PC since I have all this room to work with. So just a quick thing to mention before we get into building this is not a video tutorial on how to build a PC. This is my first time building a PC, and I'm not really qualified to give you guys a full-on instruction on how to build a PC. If you really wanted to learn how to build a PC, there are plenty of great YouTubers with great videos on how to do it. This video is just me recording myself while building it. All right, let's get right into building this. So as usual, we'll start with the motherboard. Let's get right into it. All right, there we go. We got our motherboard out. Easy peasy. And now we'll open up my CPU. So here's the CPU, guys. It's the AMD Ryzen 9 5900X. Also pretty hard to get nowadays, but you know, I wanted to dish out some good money for this PC. So now we're gonna open this bad boy up and put it on the motherboard. It's gonna go right there. No pressure opening it. You know, I only spent several $100s on it, so nothing can go wrong, right? There we go. So CPUs are a lot heavier than I expected them to be. It's not that they're like crazy heavy, but you know, they've got some good weight to it. So obviously, lift up this little latch, line up the little arrows in the corners. There we go. Not supposed to push it down, just supposed to have it sit and rest there. And perfect. So now we're gonna install the cooler for the CPU. So now on the motherboard, we have the CPU cooler, so I guess next step is the RAM. So now we're gonna do the SSDs. Okay, so I think I did everything I need to the motherboard for now. I guess I'll open up the case. So now that I open up the entire case, I think now's a good time to install the power supply. Now for the exciting part, installing the GPU. I got myself the RTX 3090, so let's get this in there. So I finally finished building my PC. I cleared off my desk and put the PC in the spot that I want it to be. So I guess now's the moment of truth to see if it actually runs. So let's see. Seems like everything's working. So we got all the fans are working. It's hard to see through the glass on camera. Liquid cooler's working, RAM's working, graphics card. Obviously the power supply is working. Nothing seems to be going wrong. So I guess the next step is to unbox the monitor and hook it all up and then go from there. Next is the monitor. So let's bring that over here. Ugh, it's a big one. Oh, just look how big this thing is. This thing is huge, and it's so curved. I mean, oh, and it's so heavy. My gosh, it's a workout just holding this thing. So I finally finished setting up the monitor, and all I gotta say is that this thing is a monster. It doesn't really show it that well on camera, but in person, This monitor is humongous. We're almost there, guys. We have the desk built, the PC built, and the monitor hooked up into the PC. So now all we need is the accessories like the mouse and the keyboard to be plugged into the PC as well. So here are all the extra accessories that I'm going to plug in at this point. So starting from the top, I have this new RGB mouse pad, this new 2.1 speaker setup for my computer, and then of course the mouse, the keyboard, and the mic that I used in my previous setup. So I wanted to keep them instead of replacing them for my new setup because I actually like the mouse, the keyboard, and the mic that I was already using. So let's get right to it. So everything that needs to be plugged into the PC is on the desk and ready to go, but we're still missing one very important thing. So last but not least, what every gamer needs to be considered a gamer is a gaming chair. So I got myself the Dowen X6689 gaming chair and I can't wait to open it. And there you have it, guys. After taking so many hours of putting this whole thing together, I finally have my PC station all decked out and ready to play some games. Not gonna lie, this whole setup took me very long and some of it was actually very difficult to put together. But I finally have it all up and running and ready to go, and I can't wait to play some sweet games. I already began installing some of my favorite games like Minecraft, Master Chief Collection, and Warzone, and I can't wait to play those on my whole new setup. So unfortunately in this video, I'm not gonna be showing you any gameplay or me trying out the PC. But now that I have a PC that can handle any game, I'm gonna start live streaming on Twitch very soon. So if you're not following me on Twitch, go follow me right now. I can't wait to start streaming some Warzone, Minecraft, Halo, anything for you guys on this new PC. And what's very exciting is that I want to start doing live streams of follow games with some of my subscribers. But you have to follow me on Twitch if you want to get the chance to actually play with me in those follow games. So go follow me now on Twitch. I want you guys to comment down below what's your dream gaming setup, whether it's PC or console. And that's it, guys. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe if you haven't already. See you guys.